Welcome to MOOCS module on graphics and animation development. In the earlier session, we have covered some of the image editing tools which can be utilized for editing the images with various defaults. The examples for the same are like having some kind of scratches, some kind of gaps, some kind of pimples or blemishes, or some color changes if you want to do. So we have done some specific category of paint tools that can be used for editing the images. So in this image editing demo, we are going to cover all these tools, how these can be effectively utilized. So let's see first of all how the text tool can be used for editing the images. So for this purpose, we are going to open GIMP window. I have already opened the GIMP software. So first of all, you open GIMP and just check it out. All the available dialog boxes, if they are already on the screen, then it's fine. Otherwise, you can simply go to Windows and you can open the recently closed docs if these are not visible on the screen. So you can see that right now on my screen, layers window is open and the toolbox along with the tool options. Rest of the things we will open if they are needed. So let's find out first of all a image which we are going to edit. So out of the images folder, I am going to open an image. So it's available with me in the images folder. So I am going to open this in the GIMP window. So let's start with first of all the text tool. So you can see that right now I am pressing the text tool from the GIMP toolbox. It is activated right now and you can make use of this for creating or editing the text. So I will write here something. You can see all the properties visible. The font is currently selected as sans and font size is 18 pixels and some options are available in this small window like bold. Next to that is italic, next to that is underline and the fourth one is strike through. So further we are having some scroll bars, vertical scroll bars available and the current setting is 0.0. If it is required to change the baseline of the selected text, you can keep on moving the sliders from here. And similarly the next to this is change kerning of selected text. So before applying all these changes, you need to write first of all something here on the image. So as you can see that I have typed something but it is not that visible just due to the color of the text. So let me change it to some color that will be visible on the brown background color pixels. So I have changed it to green and let me change the size of the bird that I have just written. So I typed bird word and right now it is in sans font with 40 size. So let's see how it will change. So first of all, ensure that you have typed something and you have selected the same text that you are going to edit. Many a times you may not need to edit the complete text. So decide which part of the text required to be edited. Further, one more change has come till now. You can just observe the layers dialog box. Previously we were having just the birds layer, but right now I am having a text layer also in which bird is written. So you can understand that GIMP will automatically add a new layer for you when you are going to add some text. So let me show you one by one how it will change the text. Bold, italic, little bit slanted, you can see that the text has changed. Underline, it will show you line below it. Further, if you want to further change the contents, then again you will have to pick the text that is available here and you can see the changes. So by double clicking on the area inside this rectangular boundary, you can further see the changes. Like till underline we have tried, you can click on strike through, the fourth option. And if you want to undo all the changes, just click in the beginning, clear style of selected text. So it will again show you at the initial stage. So just decide what kind of editing you want to perform on the text. And if I am continuing with writing some additional text after bird, so I have added two words here right now in order to show the effect of kerning and the last option. So from this slider you can change the baseline if I am moving it to next line like this. So you can keep on changing the baseline. And kerning also you can vary. You will have to increase this box also if the effect is not visible to you. So this part is selected right now. And I am trying to apply the kerning part. You can see that the gap between the individual characters is increasing right now. So if you feel that is sufficient, you can stop over there, and if you want to further move, you can further change the kerning. So in this manner you have seen that all these options can be applied on the text part. So after this we will see how different other options for image editing can be tried out. So let me select first of all healing tool, and for this we are going to make use of another image. So first of all you require some image which is distorted and which can be utilized for doing this kind of editing. Or if some image is not available, then you can further do one thing. You can download some image with that kind of effect, as we have seen in the presentation also. So that part you can do. So let's say we are going to open this image. So it is hidden below this. Let me increase the size of the image. Then we can make use of this healing tool for removing the irregularities. Just click on this. The tool is activated, and you can see that unless until you are not pressing the control key along with left click of the mouse, it will show you this kind of icon, which is basically showing us that you are unable to apply this tool currently. So I will try to click the source like this by pressing control and click, and then I will try to heal some area. accordingly, or you can try it on the face by reducing the size of the brush. So we are again going to click on Heal tool, pick some area by doing Control click. So just move over the area which you want to change. So after this, if some other area needs to be healed, you can click at some other area. The pixel needs to be selected as the source, should be near to the defected area which you want to change. You can see that here we are trying to just change the skin shade. So when we will reduce, this kind of shadow will disappear. And further, if you find that the image is okay right now, so you can go back to the earlier image and it will be with the changed things. So in case if you have some other good image which is having some kind of defaults, you can try practicing this. Let me open this image for you. So it's a black and white image. Like we are clicking here, Control click and apply to this area. You will see that a little bit the change is visible right now. The shaded area is being changed to some highlighted area. So let's move on to the next tool, that is clone tool. It can be further used for creating a clone. So for this, what we can do, we can make use of some image from where you can find out the clone to be created. So let us open this bird image. I am closing the other extra windows. So as you can see that in this particular bird, let's say we are going to try out the clone option. So the first thing is to click on clone tool. Again, for choosing the source area, you need to click on this bird image anywhere, Control click. And then by increasing the brush size for application, let me repeat this over the area where I want to create the clone of this bird. So you can see that with such a ease, it is going to create the complete clone of the bird. So if in case you want to repeat something, you want to repeat the pattern, you can make use of clone tool. Sir, ये बीच में आज आपने रखा नहीं वहाँ पे ना, बीच में बाद में पंगा पड़ेगा. दोबारा से स्टार्ट करूँ सर? Shall I start from here?
Hello. Anji sir. Start करिए मैडम.
Okay.
Continue.
So let's see how clone tool can be used for creating a clone of this bird. So again, what we are going to do, we are going to do control click over the bird. So the source is selected and now I can repeat over the area where I want to add the clone of this bird. So just keep on moving over the bird area and the same will be parallelly created. You can repeatedly apply this clone creation, but do it intelligently. Do it where you want to create the clone, not haphazardly. Otherwise, it will just do it over the earlier clone. So, further if you want to try, we can do it once more. Control click and just I am going to repeat the clone here. So you can see that it's on the wings, so it is drawing the wings. It's on the tail, it's drawing the tail. And when it is on the face, it will draw the face. But the area is not left on this side, so you won't be able to see the effect. So do it where the area is sufficient enough for drawing the complete clone. So in this manner, you can repeat the image clone. And one more thing is there that you can do while using the clone tool. The tools options are there. And in these tools options, you can see that I was trying to draw the clone by taking the source from the image that is currently visible. But I can also go for pattern selection in order to repeat on the image. So let's say this spine image is currently selected or this pattern is currently selected. So what I will do, I will try to apply this pattern and you can see that how it is repeating the pattern. So clone can be created out of the image as well as it can be created out of the pattern. So in this manner you can entirely change the background if needed and it will keep on repeating the pattern. So normally we make use of this for repeating the pattern at some area if needed. So you can reduce the size of the brush and so on. So there are lot many other patterns available here. You can click on the thumbnail of this pattern. Let's say I have clicked on this sky pattern and let me create a new layer for you. So let's see what it will do. So the sky pattern is being repeated over the image. So this is the clone tool basically. It works for repeating a particular selected pattern or a image for which you are going to create the clone. So if it is needed, you can apply it selectively wheresoever it is needed. And let me show you how it varies from perspective clone. We are going back to the earlier stage. So on this, no clone is right now available. So I told you that one more tool is available, that is perspective clone tool. Just click on this tool and you can see that in the tools option, modify perspective is available and one is perspective clone. So before I draw a clone, I need to modify the perspective first. So by default, this radio button is currently selected. So let me move little bit this toolbox on the left hand side, bring the tools option on the top, modify perspective. Let's see what it will do. I am trying to change the perspective of the bird by changing through modify perspective option. The other end is not visible to you, so it's here. So in fact you are not able to see how the bird is changed, but it has taken the transformed perspective of the bird, and then we will move on to the next radio button. Just see, it is available next to modify perspective. And now try to again draw the clone of it by pressing Ctrl click and try drawing the clone. So whatsoever transformation has been done on this, it will draw the clone accordingly. So you can see that if I want to add on the screen, let's say 5 birds, but with different perspective, I can do it using perspective clone tool rather than simple clone tool. So you can practice applying these tools along with different images as per your requirement. And now we are going to see some more tools related to image editing. So I am going to make use of another image for this one. Open it. So maximize the same. So currently as such no tool is used for applying any kind of editing on this. And now we can see we have covered till now clone tool, perspective clone tool, healing tool and text tool. So I want to repeat some calligraphy style on this, and I can make use of ink tool. So as you can see that the color is coming same, so what I need to do, just make use of some other color here. Let's select yellow tinge color, and the tool that we are using currently is ink tool. As I said, it can be used for creating some calligraphy style. So here different options are available. So first of all, we are saying that the size of the brush is more. You can reduce the size of the nib from adjustments, and further what we can do, we can change the shape also. I am again going to write bird, but with different nib shape like this. You can try one more shape is available, and using this also you can try the change. So rather than just cramming, what is the best way is you can see that how these things can be applied by practicing the different options. So in this we are now left with the airbrush tool, and airbrush tool can be applied from the GIMP toolbox, and it is available just adjacent to the ink tool. So I am going to reduce the size of the brush, and I am simply trying to paint the area, and I can increase or decrease the pressure of applying this airbrush tool. It is not similar to the simple brush tool. It all depends upon how much pressure you are using while applying the tool, that is airbrush. So for creating some kind of effect, you can make use of airbrush tool also. Let me undo the things. So further, we are having some small tools for image editing like blur or sharpen, smudge tool and dodge tool. So on this we will try. Let's see how it is going to vary. So first of all, I am going to make use of smudge tool. So just see what it is doing. Around the edges of the bird. So it has smudged all the pixel colors. Control Z. So it should not be used randomly, but intelligently wheresoever you want to create some effect, and that is feasible using the smudging of the pixel colors. So out of a bird image you can create something that is not expected otherwise. So in this manner smudging of the pixel colors can be done very easily using the smudge tool. And next to this is dodge or burn tool. It works in two modes. So let's go to the tools options. One is dodge, another is burn. So one will lighten the pixels, another option that is burn, it will make the pixel colors dark. So we are going to apply it on the beak of the bird. So first of all we are applying burn. So it is darkening the orange color pixels, and if I keep on clicking the dodge option and I will apply again, so you can see that it has changed the color of the beak. So you can apply it intelligently if needed for darkening or for lightening the pixel colors. And you can apply it on the range of shadows, midtones and highlights. So further one more tool is left, that is blur or sharpen tool. So these are the tools which are available for changing the pixel colors. So blur is to blur the things. So you will have to just select the blur tool and apply it over the area where you want to blur the pixel colors. Or choose some image where the effect will be visible. So it is being applied on this area and it is lightening the colors of the pixels. So fine, so we have seen that images can be edited using the various tools, and you can practice even more by applying these tools. And for before that you first of all select an image which is appropriate for applying these kind of tools. So we have covered all these tools. This is a summary of the tools that we have seen in the demo session and in the introductory concept session of these image editing tools. I hope you have understood the application of these tools, but you need to practice more on different kind of images. So thank you all.